Hey there, CJ Math students. Welcome to homework R.9, adding and subtracting fractions. It's practice homework. There are no calculators, and it is due tomorrow. So the first section, section 9 we'll call it, it says find the LCM, least common multiple, of each pair of numbers. So here's how you're going to do this. You're going to have your handy-dandy reference sheet right next to you, and you're easily just going to put your finger on the first number, 6, and go across and list the multiples. So the multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and we could just stop there, right? And then the multiples of 8, you're going to do the same thing. It's going to be 8, 16, 24, and then you can stop once you find a common multiple, right? You don't have to keep going. So 24 and 24, those are your common multiples, and so you put 24 in the box, right? Let's do one more. Let's do number 9 together. Again, put your finger just on 9 and then just go across and start listing the multiples. So you got 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. And let's list one more for good measure, 54. And then do the same thing for 12. So you got 12, 24, and again, you can stop once you find numbers that they have in common, and they both have 36 in common. So you'll put 36 right there in the box, right? Cool. For the next section, what you're going to do is find the LCM of the denominators in each pair of fractions. Then don't compare the fractions. We're going to say rewrite. Don't need to compare. Rewrite. Sorry, rewrite the fractions. All right. So for your first one here, the LCM of 1/3 and 2/4. If you write out 3, and the multiples of 3 are 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and then you write out the multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, and up. We can stop. The LCM is obviously 12. And they did kind of the multiplication for you already. See how they have the fraction of 12. So basically, they were saying multiply this fraction by 4 on top and bottom. And they were saying multiply this fraction by 3 on top and bottom. And your new fraction becomes 4 over 4 times 3, 12, right? And 2 times 3, 6 over 4 times 3, 12. Right? So again, don't worry about that box right there. Right? Let's do number 5 together, right? So write out the multiples of 6, which are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, right? Multiples of 12 are 12. We don't even have to go to the next one because look, we've got 2 multiples that are the same. So the LCM is 12, which means I'm only going to multiply 1/6, and I'm going to multiply that by 2 to make it become 12. This guy's already 12, so I just leave him as 5/12, and then this guy becomes 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 6 is 12, and boom, I'm done. So it now becomes 2 12s plus 5 12s. All right. So on number 2 there, you would list the multiples of 4 and 10, find the LCM. And number 6, you'd list the multiples of 3 and 11 and find the LCM. And on both of these, you'd be saying, all right, what do I need to multiply by here? What do I need to multiply by here? And then same thing, what do I need to multiply here? And what do I need to multiply here? All right. Next section, we're just adding, and you'll notice that they have common denominators. So what does that mean? When they have common denominators, we just get to add the numerators. So 3 plus 1 is 4, and 5, you keep the 5. Do not add the denominators, you just keep it, right? All right, for a problem like number 4, 5 plus 8 is 13. Keep the denominator. Now, this is improper. I want you to note that. It's an improper fraction, sorry. Because it's an improper fraction, we're going to change it to a mixed number. So we're going to go ahead and say, all right, because it's improper, 9 goes into 13 one time with 4 left over, so my answer is actually 1 4 ninths. And do me a favor and circle your answer. That way I can easily see what your answer is. All right? So when you got an improper fraction, make sure you change it to a mixed number. All right, and then on the back side, practicing what we did today. So basically, you're going to find the LCM of each number, and then go ahead and multiply, right? So if I'm trying to find the LCM of 3 and 7, 3, 7 off to the side. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, etc. And then I got 7, 14, 21. Oh, I can stop because there's my LCM, 21. So basically I'm trying to make both of these denominators 21. So I'm going to multiply 2/3 by what number to be 21? By 7, right? And I'm going to multiply 1/7 by what number to be 21? By 3. And you'll notice it's, I'm just kind of multiplying by the opposite denominator. So the new fraction becomes 14 over 21 plus 3 over 21. And that gives me my answer of 17 over 21. And I circle my answer. All right? Let's do another one. Let's do number 7. All right? So list my multiples of 9. List my multiples of 6. 9, we got 9, 18, 27, 36, 6, we've got 6, 12, 18, I can stop because 18 is my least common multiple. So on 9, I'll multiply it by 2 on top and bottom to make it 18, and 6, I'll multiply it by 3 on top and bottom to make it 18 as a denominator. So I now have 8 over 18 plus 3 over 18. That gives me my answer of 11 over 18. And circle your answer. All right. I'll do one last one for you. Let's do number 10. Okay. So list my multiples of 12 and list my multiples of 8. My multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48. I can stop. 8 or 6, 8, 16, 24. I can stop. That means 24 and 24, so therefore, again, 12 times what gives me 24? It's 12 times 2. And 8 times what gives me 24? It's just 8 times 3. All right, so I've got 22 over 12, or sorry, over 24, excuse me, because 2 times 12 is 24, and then I got 15 over 24. When I add these up, I get to keep the denominator, of course, and 22 plus 15 is 37 over 24. That's improper, so we know what to do. We change that to a mixed number. 24 goes into 37 one time, and there's 13 left over. So my actual answer then should be 1 and 13 over 24, and I should circle it, right? And again, no improper fractions for answers. If there's an improper fraction, change it to a mixed number. So last one, it says, when buying plane tickets, people pay different prices to sit in the same section of the plane. On a flight from New Orleans to Atlanta, 1/4 of the passengers pay $99. So $99 section, that's 1/4 of the people. 2/5 paid $199, so the $199 section is 2/5. And the rest paid $299, so $299 is the rest, right? Who knows what fraction that is? What fraction of the passengers paid less than $200? So if I'm taking a look here, less than $200, that schism is right there. And so if I'm trying to figure out what fraction paid less, basically I should be adding 1/4 plus 2/5, right? You're trying to figure out what this chunk of the plane is paying less than $200. So I'll let you figure that out. As always, call me if you have questions.